Right guys, so as we can see, this video is a little different from what we're used to. I've had this company get in contact with me, Topdon, and they want me to test out the diagnostics, vehicle diagnostics. So they've sent me this one, ArtiDiag Pro by Topdon. This is the box it comes in. Professional diagnostics within reach. Made in China. So I'm just going to do a quick unboxing so we can have a look, see what it's like, you know. So it comes in a nice little hard case. That's good. Yeah, that is good, because a lot of the diagnostics you get, they don't come with any hard case, and it's annoying really. Oh, it's lovely and well packaged. Take these little velcro bits off. So this is the tablet. Get it out of the bag. Right, so here's a tablet. It feels tough. It feels like it's made out of some tough material, just like plastic really, but it's got all these nice bumpers around the side in case you drop it. A little stand at the back so you can stand it up while you're doing readings or whatever. It's even got a little camera, 8 megapixel camera on the back. It's a bit disconcerting. So that's the tablet. There's nothing else underneath there, no. So these little tabs which come down. What have we got in here? So we've got a charger with multiple different adapters on. So that's your main plug. Obviously we're in the UK, so with this one, it looks like they just go in and twist, do they? So that is it, locked in position there. Push that little button down. Yeah, that's pretty good, that. All electronics should come with stuff like that really, because now this plug is an adapter. Now I can take this on holiday with me, you see. If we go to Europe, we've got those bits. I think that's an American one, isn't it, with the two little prongs like that. I think that's an American style, and obviously this is the European style. I've just been to Spain, so I know what they look like. And then this is the UK style that we're used to. So little power adapter. What's this, another power lead, I'm guessing? This will be how it connects to your OBD port, I'm guessing here. So that must just be just big enough. Don't look right really, but we'll go test it out. So we've got our interface cable. This will be the power cable then, I'm guessing. It goes with the plug. Yeah, so just type C charger, type C USB charger. Obviously it goes in there, and then we've got the type C which goes in there. Lovely. That looks good. What else we got in here? Some instructions, it looks like. Yeah, so I'm literally just going through, having a quick scan of everything, seeing if there's anything cool or anything different. Right, so we've got a quick flick through that. What we got here? Quick start guide. Right, so it looks like we might have some downloading to do to start with. So let's turn it on and see what happens. Right, beeped. Welcome to your Topdon product. Start. So English. Select your time zone. Guess it's going to be right at the bottom, is it? No. Europe, London. Right, we're going to have to connect to the Wi-Fi really quickly, it looks like. I hope you don't have to use this with Wi-Fi. In fact, I'm going to connect to my phone. Yeah, so I'm going to hotspot to my phone. Because if I'm going to be using this out in the field, and it needs Wi-Fi, then I need to hotspot to my phone, don't I? Right, boom, connected to my phone. Please set the above information and send it as the recipient by default when sharing the report and sharing the screenshot. Right, so I'm just going to fill out my details in here. Right, so that's just a load of rubbish, really. A load of standard stuff. Right, upgrade. Right, so I'm guessing we're going to have to update all this. Update everything to the newest stuff. So if these are the list of vehicles, obviously this is just what's updating. So we've got Audi, Chrysler, Dodge, Citroen, a lot of GM ones, Isuzus, Ivecos, Mazda, Kia, MG, Nissan, Vauxhall, Seat, Subaru, Suzuki, Toyota, Lexus, Volvo, VW. So I mean, if that's all of them, they're not that great, really. But I'm guessing there's going to be more in it. This is just what's updating. Yeah, that is just what's updating. So I'm going to put you down, let it do its thing. And then we'll come back and have a play with it. Right, so as we can see, everything's finished downloading and installing. I just went and quickly got changed because I'm going to go test it out in the car. I don't want to be getting in my car with mucky clothes on, so I just went and quickly got changed. Diagnostics, European. So these are all the vehicles that it is. So obviously VW, Volvo, Vauxhall. Can do a Rolls Royce, Polestar. Exit out of that. So if we come back, this is the main screen. Then this is your main. When you load it up, this is what you'll see. Obviously this is brand new to me as well. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just having a little play. Services, brake test, oil reset, brake bleeding, battery reset, electric throttle, aircon system relearn, coolant bleed, clutch matching, gearbox learn, gear learn, injectors, sunroof, stop start. So these are all the systems that we can go in and do services on. What's IM? It is detected the OBD connector is not connected. I'm guessing that is the automatic connector button, but we'll go test that out in the car in a minute. Other modules, what's this? Camera. Let's have a look at this camera, shall we? I mean, it's not great, is it? But it's only an 8 megapixel camera. I mean, it's not that bad. I mean, I'm guessing it's on here so you can take photos and send it to when you're asking for technical help. So, in all reality, that's not terrible, is it? Little flash. Right, guessing we can't view that picture there. So, go to data, image, there we go. See, it's not that bad, really. It is only an 8 megapixel camera. But that is not bad at all, really. One thing I will say is, usually when you get these kind of tablets, for the diagnostics, I've played around with a Texa one before. I played around with the Daft Davy, the Mercedes MB Star. One thing I will say is usually these tablets are really slow. When you tap in, it's like 10 minutes behind pretty much. But one thing I've noticed on here is that the typing's actually really good. So if I go to somewhere I can do some typing, Chrome. So obviously Topdon website. So if I'm typing in here, I don't know if you can see, but it's really instant, really. So I type something a bit better instead of something random. Hello, this is Spanner Monkey. Look, and that was fine. That, you know, it types really well. It's snappy. It's not like, as I say, you get some others which are terrible. Right, how do we get back out of here then? How do we come out of this then now? No, maybe press the power button, maybe. Got it. So we need to come out of this. So that just puts it to sleep, does it? Yeah, it puts it to sleep. So how then do we go back is what we need to figure out, don't we? Right, so how the hell do we get out of this then? Don't tell me I've broke it already. We're going to have to get the instructions out. You're joking, aren't you? You're joking. Start diagnosis. That's just all in different languages. Right, I can't see a back button anywhere, guys. I really cannot see a back button, apart from obviously that back button. No, that's not doing it. That's not doing it. Is it up here anywhere? No. Ah, right. So I reckon what we're going to have to do is turn it off. Power off. And then we'll power it back on. While it's doing that, let's go get in the car and go test it out. Right, so here we are. This is my car, my Golf R, my little toy. Oh, excuse the mess in here because I barely ever use it and it gets a bit messy, I'm not gonna lie. So we've got an OBD port down here, or is it at the other side? I don't even know. Right, it's there. So, OBD port. Obviously this one does look quite weird. So, just goes in there like that. It sits in nicely. Oh, yeah, that's sat in there really nicely. Right, then we'll connect it to here. Anyway, let's turn it back on. So I have just had a couple of little issues come up on the car the last few weeks. Nothing serious. And I do actually have a snap-on diagnostics, the Modus, I think it is, or something, Modus Ultra. So obviously I usually use the snap-on one for stuff like this. So please keep the VCI powered up. Right, so VW, it's not telling me the model though. Let me just turn the ignition off, turn it back on again, turn the engine off, sorry. Right, start vehicle system detection. So it's going through now, scanning all the ECUs. As we can see, we've got a fault in the engine. We've got 3 in the braking system. Got quite a few faults, to be fair. This will be the first time I've fully scanned this in over a year. Scanning it fairly fast. Makes a little dinging noise when it's done. So it's not telling me any of the other information really. So engine model, the odometer, it's not telling any of that, and it's telling me it's a VW. Obviously it's a Golf R, so right then I'm guessing we click on these. Camshaft actuator, cylinder 2 range. Now most likely these are to do with camshaft actuator, a cylinder 2 range performance. Yeah, because it did have an issue with the spark plugs and the ignition coils, the coil packs. I had an issue with them. Now it's been running perfect, it's been running fine, so we'll keep going down, see what we've got. Tyre pressure warning, yeah, I sorted them out of a day because I had the tyre were going flat. Electromechanical parking brake button mechanical malfunction. Obviously we'll have to check that out manually with the handbrake on, handbrake off. Climate control, that's a lot of rubbish. Central electrics, that's the key, that's fine. Distance regulation. Right, so we've done a scan now. Where do we go from here? Currently the network is not available. Alright, we can see them a bit better here as well. So everything at the top is the stuff that's got faults on it. Right, so you can go into the ECUs one at a time. So if we go into engine, that one. So this is everything that we can do on the engine ECU then, I'm guessing. Actuation test, see what we've got here. Ignition key is in the open position, the engine is in a state of extinction, yep. It's quite a lot there really. Yeah, it's quite a lot there. Basic settings. Adaption. Read freeze frame. So this is telling me when the actual fault occurred. So it occurred on the 31st of the 5th. It's only occurred once. That's the mileage it occurred at. That's the speed it occurred at, 30 kilometers an hour. So it's quite good really. So that's the fault code, and then it's giving me all the freeze frame. Read data stream, this is what we want. Oh god, there's absolutely loads. There's proper loads to choose from here. Christ almighty, there's a lot. There's 462 bloody data streams. Select all, screw it, let's go. Right, here we go. So this has got absolutely everything selected, so it is getting a little bit buggy now, you see. See how it's sort of like skipping a little bit? It's because I've got everything selected, it's slowed down a little bit. Right, so cylinder 1, there we go. Let's start it up. No, it's not got 8 cylinders, so I don't know why they're okay. I reckon. Unselect all. So just type in engine, search for that. It's temperature, engine status, engine RPM, oil temp, coolant temp. Right, so we've only got a few now, so that's way more like snappy now. So that's working lovely. We've got coolant temperature, oil temperature, engine torque, airflow rate. So what I think I'm going to do now is I'm going to come out of this and clear all the faults, however we do that. So, clear code. Let's turn the engine off, ignition back on. I've noticed that this is charging as well through that lead, so that's good, because it was only on 89% before, so that's charging through the OBD lead as well. That's quite good. Clear code. Are you sure you want to clear all the system fault memory? Yes. Right, so fault code's cleared. Air quality sensor, no signal. So air quality sensor, let's have a look at that. Air quality status, let's have a look at this. Error. Air quality status error. So that's all we're left with anyway. I'll do a bit more digging into that, I think. We've obviously got an open circuit, probably a faulty sensor. Right, cool. So, end your diagnostic session. Yes. Right, cool. So we've had a little play. I'm going to turn that off. While we're here, I'm just going to go for a little spin. It's been a little minute since I've had a drive in my car. So while I'm here, I'm just going to go for a little cheeky spin, I think. Why the hell not? Pop it in race mode and let's go for a little bez. See, I like to take it out for a little blast off, because these cars, they don't like being just driven gently all the time. They really don't. They need to be ragged every now and again. I know it sounds a little backwards, but fast cars, they're made fast for a reason. They need to be opened up. You know, they've got big injectors, bigger pistons. It all needs to be opened up every now and again. And give it a right good flooring. Oopsie. Which is what I do every now and again, because I don't get a chance to drive it that often. You got to think I'm in my van Monday to Friday, and you know, this car, I've just got this car just for when I'm not in the van and I'm on a weekend. Really, it's like my weekend car. It's just a nice little project. I'll show you some of the bits I've been doing to it so far. Shut up. Obviously blacked out rims, blacked out wing mirrors. Just got a larger charge pipe. I've got the turbo elbow there. I've got a new dump valve fitted here. Obviously a larger filter and intake. Someone's ringing me. Sales calls constantly, guys. Yeah, so we've done up to here. The next step is the downpipe, really, for the turbo. So the downpipe there is what I want to do next. I've removed the back box from the turbo. I mean, from the exhaust. I've removed the back box. I don't know if you'll be able to see, actually. Yeah, so it has actually, just in there, there's a back box that I've removed and put a straight pipe in, just to give it better flow. But I can just see now that it's leaking slightly. It's quite a bit of exhaust sucked well, a lot of engine sort of crap on the exhaust. Yeah, so that's going to need resealing. Definitely going to need to reseal the exhaust. Yeah, so I've removed the back box, the silencer. Just give it a bit better flow. Obviously, I've got a filter and I've got this little sock on it, which I take off every now and again and give it a shake off. Basically, because I've opened it up here. I've opened up the front grille for better airflow, because the old one, it wasn't right great. It came in here, I had to bend the air all the way around here and then into here. But after I'd cut all this out, I realised that it probably did that to stop all the water getting onto the air filter. So I've just got this little sock that I put over it. To be honest, that could do with being replaced soon. But yeah, I just put this little sock over, and it is literally just like a little waterproof sock, but I'm going to need to get a new one. It's like ripping through slightly. I've had it on here a year, easy. I don't do loads of miles in it. It's only done 60,000 miles, and it's coming up to 10-year-old, is it? 65 plate. 10-year-old next year. So 60,000 miles on a 10-year-old car is not really, innit? And it's been well serviced and well looked after. So yeah, got obviously a larger filter, larger inlet pipe, got the turbo elbow down there, dump valve. Next step is the downpipe and the intercooler in here. So obviously the intercooler I want to do, but they're about 700 quid for the one I want. Yeah, I need to do something about all these chips as well on the front. But then also, I left it outside the ex-missus house while we were on holiday, and somebody's opened the bloody door into it. I was absolutely gutted. And you know, the missus drove this more than me. She actually drove this a lot more than me when we were together, because I was always out in the van, she was always at home. So I left it outside her mum's house while we were on holiday, and somebody's banged the door. And see, the issue is, because it's right on this seam, this crease, this panel's going to have to come off apparently, or it's going to need to go to body shop. So annoying. Yeah, so blacked out wing mirrors, blacked out wheels and badges. I think it looks good in the black and the blue. I do think it looks good. Obviously, this was just the first look of the Topdon ArtiDiag Pro. I've never used it before, never even heard of them before. They got in contact with me and just asked me if I could test it out. So they just sent me one. So, I mean, first impressions are pretty good, I'm not going to lie. First impressions are quite good. Obviously, it feels quite tough. It feels like tough anyway. Quite well made. You know, it's made out of that like hard rubbery plastic. Yeah, so the keyboard and all the buttons and everything, really snappy, really responsive. That's really good. I like that. Because one thing I hate the most is when you've got a tablet or a computer or a laptop or whatever, and it's just taking so long, and you're pressing buttons and it takes like 30 seconds to wake up. I really don't like that. So yeah, this is really good, really responsive. Obviously, it connected to my car straight away without me even really doing all. It connected to the car. And it looks like you can do quite a lot with it, you know. You go into all the systems, you can do quite a lot. So, first impressions of the Topdon ArtiDiag Pro are really good, guys, actually. And obviously, this is like quite a low level. Cost-wise, this is probably a lower level diagnostics, you know. You can get them online between sort of £300 and £400 for this, and I'm guessing there's no subscription, because they didn't mention a subscription to me. And obviously I had all those updates, so it must just, I reckon it'll just update itself. Not like the Snap-on where you've got to pay however much. I think they wanted like 200-300 quid for the update last time, and I won't have none of it. Probably more than that actually. And then my Texa as well, my Texa Diagnostics, they want like 900 quid a year for the updates, and they can get stuffed, you know? They really can get stuffed, robbing bastards. Anyway, so first impressions so far of the Topdon ArtiDiag Pro are really good. They are really good, guys. I'm not just saying this because they've sent me it. You know, I've not bought this at the end of the day. They've just sent me it for free. And I'm going to do my honest, you know, test of it, my honest feelings of it, my honest response. Because I want to keep you guys honest. I want to be honest to you guys. Like, if I say this is amazing and it's really good and it's only cheap, and then you go out and buy it and it's crap, that's my fault, isn't it? You know, that's my fault, because you listen to me and I want people to trust me. And yeah, as I say, we'll have plenty more opportunities to test this out properly. Obviously I need a vehicle that's actually got some faults on it that I can do some proper diagnosing on and try and figure it out using this. And then if we struggle with this, I've got my Snap-on and my Texa Diagnostics as well. So we could do a little comparison maybe, but I don't think it is going to struggle for what I need for cars anyway. I don't do a lot of cars, so for what I need for cars, this is going to be spot on really. And if I don't have to update it every year and pay for updates, that's even more of a winner. Obviously I'll have to do some digging into that because I don't know for sure. But yeah, that's it, guys.